What's up, y'all? Hey, and welcome back to another Candid Truth live, baby. We got Chris Brown coming free, my love. We got a lot of things going on overseas, but that's in a later segment. First, we're gonna get into the tea time. Okay. But before we get anything started, without further ado, let's run the intro. Hey, okay. So Chris Brown is getting free, y'all. Okay. So it was oh, by the way, I hope y'all are having an amazing Wednesday. We're halfway through the weeks. Okay. I want to put your more up, bring them all down, and say, hell yes, we made it. Cause baby, with all the things that's going on in the world right now, Lord Jesus, we know. I hope y'all got y'all blends ready. I hope y'all got y'all tea ready. I hope y'all got y'all food, whatever you're doing, your popcorn, whatever you need to get through the mess. Get it, please. Because you're going to need it today. Okay, so starting off with Chris Brown, Judge Tony, I'm not even going to butcher last name, granted a change to bail conditions at South Wark Crown Court on October 28th, allowing Chris Brown to return to the United States while he awaits his trial, with stringent terms in place, which means strict terms. On February 19, 2023, a tape of private members club in a Hanover Square, Mayfair, Brown and a co-defendant, Amolu Akinolulu. I'm adding y'all. Um, let's see, denied assault after prosecutors said Abraham Dial was struck with a bottle, punched, and kicked. A $5 million security fee remains in force, with Heidi Stonecliffe KC saying that the bail conditions remain very stringent and numerous in court. Granting permissions, Judge Baumgartner said you will have to come back to the United Kingdom when you're required to do so, and warned missing court could jeopardize the securities. The defendants will next appear on January 28th. Oh, shit. Brown was arrested at the Lowry Hotel on May 15th, and a week later, on May 21st, the court heard he was released from H&P Forest Bank, Salford, while he publicly thanked the Manchester prison and made peace signs. Now, he did make some peace signs. I mean, I'm happy to hear you free, Chris. Okay. But no more punching people in the head, okay, baby? I'm gonna need you to stop with the violence. Listen, I know people make us mad. I don't know people take us there. He looked good. Look at him. Okay. Age looking good on him. But like I said, we have to learn how to keep your hands on yourself. Okay. I understand people make us mad, but there is now other approaches to this. Okay. There's other approaches to life other than to still punch people. He looks very good. It's other approaches to life than to be punching people in the head and, abusing them. And, I understand people make us mad. Trust me. Trust me when I say I understand when people make us mad. But that is not the respectful way to go about it. And we'll have to see how he does when it comes to court January 28th. Yeah. Yeah. Is that what that says? January 29th? Yes. Other than that, child, Chris Brown, be careful. No more. Don't make nobody get you mad. What the comments got to say? You've been away from home for all. Oh, this is his fan page, by the way. I ain't even gonna read the comments because they all gonna be in love with Chris and stuff, you know. In other news, we got some good news too. We got good news ish. Former Illinois deputy found guilty of fatality shooting of Sonia Massey in July 2024 after she called 911 fearing of home invasion. Claims he took her saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus" as a threat. You remember the girl who, he shot and she said, "I rebuke you in her name"? Yeah, that's her. Okay. It says Sean Garrison was found guilty of fatality shooting of Sonia Massey in July 2024 after she called the police because she feared an intruder was at her home. The 31-year-old former Illinois deputy was convicted on second-degree murder charges. According to the NBC News Now, jurors were given the option to convict him or lesser the second-degree charges after he was initially charged with the first-degree murder, aggravated battery, and official misconduct charges were also filed but later dropped. That's some bullshit. If you recall, Garrison and another Illinois officer responded to the 36-year-old Massey's home on July 6, 2024, after her 911 call. While speaking with Massey, she got up to remove a boiling pot off the stove. She told the officer, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," before Garrison told her, "Better not," threatened to shoot her in the face. Now, this was, I remember that story. This was the demon that didn't like to hear the word Jesus. This was the demon that didn't like to hear the word Jesus. This is what happens in a world when dark spirits are just walking. And y'all call me crazy and whatever. But no, that is and the charges keep getting dropped and lessened. Like this man literally obviously just shot this lady unarmed. How is that not first degree murder? With intent. If an officer pulls his gun, what is his intent? Isn't its intent to stop? What's the word they use? What's the word they decide to use? The seize or neutralize is the word that they try to use and throw in there. I'm happy this man is behind bars, but I'm not happy about the degree because I'm starting to notice that a lot of these killers keep getting free when they should be locked up. Hey, Miss Ma'am, calm it down. It's okay. Go sit on the couch, hun. Y'all know how y'all got dogs. My dog is all in the background. Hey, shh. Hey, hun. And in other news, y'all want to laugh? Y'all want to laugh? So it says, yikes, monkeys carrying herpes, hepatitis C, and COVID escape overturned truck in the Mississippi are aggressive to humans. So monkeys apparently, after a truck flipped over in Mississippi, which apparently, according to the lab of forgot what I was watching, which was CNN, I believe. No. BBC reported that they had talked to the people and they said that was debunked. They wasn't carrying it. But here it goes to say a group of research monkeys made a run of it after a truck transported them from New Orleans, Tulane University on a Mississippi highway overturned. According to CBS News, witnesses recorded the monkeys crawling at the back of the truck on Interstate 59. Jasper County's Sheriff's Department made a post on Facebook identifying the animals as research monkeys. Hey, neighborhood talk. If you're watching, babes, y'all gotta fix that. It says research monkeys, and adding some shocking context. They stated that the monkeys were carrying herpes, COVID, and hepatitis C, but the university claims that the animals aren't infectious. However, the monkeys were believed to be aggressive towards humans. Now, the video I saw, though, he was so the hell hiding. I don't know what that was aggressive it was, how aggressive that was to be. He was hiding and shit. And he always scaring the monkey. Do y'all all want to circle him and everything? I'll get on y'all if y'all crowd me too. That's the problem. That's why they get aggressive to humans. Because humans get nosy and they want to crowd around things they ain't supposed to crowd around. Got my throat dry. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, but in other news, an R&B star from back in the day, Lord Jesus, was recently arrested in Atlanta, Georgia, following an incident who he was charged with cruelty to children and battery. Although no additional details have been reported, Sammy seemingly have been released as he recently shared a post regarding one music fest this weekend. Wow. So the money getting that bad, y'all just killing your families off so you can save coin. I know we ain't getting food stamps next month. You said so. So what you say? F F that. You ain't paying for it. What they say? You date him in the winter but get rid of him by Christmas. Child, I honestly am shocked by a lot of the things I'm seeing on the internet. This is absolutely crazy. Because why are we out here? Listen, I know things is bad. I know things is getting bad. It's getting worse out here. But to this extreme, that's a no. That's out. Y'all tripping. Okay. Yeah, I love y'all so much, but like, y'all can't be out here doing this. I understand we angry. But no, absolutely not. That is not okay. I will hope everything is okay. Does he look like the same man that was in the other article I would have pulled up? Where was it at? Where was we? Wherever it was it this? Was it this one? Was it the same man? This is out of North Carolina. But yeah, okay. On to Halle Bailey and DVD. So DVD and Halle Bailey dropped the, domestic violence charges after, restraining orders and other things. It looks like DDG and Halle Bailey are finally putting their drama behind them, according to TMZ. The exes have officially dropped their domestic violence restraining order request against each other and worked out a temporary custody plan for their 1-year-old son, Halo. Oh, wow. Okay. Maturity. About time. The new arrangement approved by the judge gives DDG custody on Wednesdays and certain weekends. Both parents also agree that they can revisit the issue if anything happens in the future. They even came up with the holiday schedule starting with Halloween, as Halo can spend time with both mom and dad. Hello. The new agreement also says they cannot publicly talk about each other or on posts or social media, which was a major issue during their breakup. Recently, DVD extended an olive branch during his song 17 More Years. Where he praised Hallie's parenting and said he is no longer wants to fight. It seems like peace offering worked because both stars appear ready to co-parent and move toward for. Just saying y'all contracts is gonna run dry if y'all keep on doing this thingy. And Hallie didn't want to mess up her image with Disney, so they trying to do a Little Mermaid #2, allegedly. They trying to do another Mermaid #2. That's the problem. That's the issue. That's the real issue. They doing a #2. And I mean that. Like, yeah, you know how I feel about this? I'm just
You full of that's what you are. You full of
like, anyways. I congratulate y'all on getting y'all parents and things together and everything, and I hope that it actually works out. I feel like they actually needed the court order for them not to post about each other because DDG's about clout, and so was Hallie too. She just does it on Snapchat on the low. Um, and y'all both posted a child to get more views. I don't even know why y'all stop playing because y'all know bad enough. Y'all was terrible at hiding a pregnancy. Like, come on now. Like, it's just y'all was making slips every motherfucking 5 minutes. All right, so can we talk about what's going on with Tia Mowry? So this is the things we have to see on the internet. I'm not gonna play the thingy, but she's laying in this video. I love Auntie, but Auntie needs some help. She been doing this a lot, and I understand because I see her ex-man out here doing more big things, getting more roles, stepping up in Hollywood and whatever. And he doing good. He doing good. But Auntie out here slipping under the boat. I didn't even know she had another reality show. Did y'all know she had another reality show? Cause I sure the heck didn't. No one told me about this reality show. Like, no one told me about this reality show. Let me see if we can bring it up. Yes, no one told me about this new reality show. It was on WeTV. Was that WeTV? Yeah, that was WeTV. Child. Girl, go sit down somewhere. Y'all killing me out here in these streets. Crybaby Drake. Oh my god. You're on my docket too? Hello. And look at little handsomes. Look at y'all. Y'all both look good looking. You got dark skin good looking, you got light skin good looking, but he just Canadian. And I sips tea. But he said it ain't over. He said he gonna file an appeal. He say he is gonna reopen the case on defamation of character used against him and they not like us. A minor. This nigga. Listen, this is not real rap. I don't get it. I don't. This is not real rap. Because let me tell you real hip hop what it is. You should got your butt back in that studio. You should have got back to work. This is artist to artist. You should have got back up in there and get to work. Girl, I know I'm quiet. I've been quiet, but I've been working. And when I hit the button, you hit the button, and then you hit release. And then you just let the music do the talking for you because you hear them yeah. And you let them yeah. Right there. Let them keep doing that. And then you get in the studio, you sit back, and you just let it all out in the mic. You let it forth, you let it go, you bring it in, you shut it down. But no, you cry baby away and you go to courts. Hey, you. Hey, my girl. Every time I hear that song, I have nightmares. Are you serious? I have nightmares and it gives me stress and it's losing me money because I can't get in the studio and write anything better than that. You like are you that's not rap. Man, like, I can't stand this man. You really did sit up here on my page today and tell me that you are going to run back and say you're going to sue instead of getting your butt in the studio. I swear, these ain't rappers, and I wonder why ain't nothing in the top 40. We have yet to talk about that. Ain't no rap music in the top 40 Billboard. And I wonder why, because they crybaby away and do like this. Doing like this. Crybaby it away. Drake, get up out of here because you're not a real rapper. Go home. Go home, Dorothy. Go home, Dorothy. Get up out of here, Dorothy. Cause no, Dorothy. No, Dorothy. Over here want to sue because you can't write a better lyric. Fucking let's move on. After we got crybabies over here, we had Krishan out here threatening people because people were talking about her. So Bino, double down on what he said in TMZ or whatever. You can't hear.
The little baby, Krishan Jr. I mean, you said that. I know at one point you said she was a bad mom. Do you feel that way still?
You feel me? I said what I said. I can't take back what I said. But you feel me? This is daddy need to go get him, and I wish the best for the baby. You feel me? He's not a baby, a toddler. I wish the best for the kid. You feel me? I like him my damn self. He was a cool. Feel me? He a nice little boy. You feel me? I love him myself. But he just needs the right.
What was that dinosaur movie from back in? What was the Land of Time? don't Dino look like that from that dinosaur from the
Support
Land of
and love.
Time.
You feel me? I got kids. I got an autistic son myself. You feel me? So I understand.
Help! I have a flat tire. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my god. Don't he look like that though? Don't he look like that though? Like, come on, y'all can't tell me this man don't look like that dinosaur from a Land of Time. That man is hideous. But I hear what he's saying, and I hope the baby is actually okay. But let's hear what he has to say.
So it's just like you just need to wrap up, but it ain't.
Okay, you said so the baby should go back to Blueface is what you're saying, maybe or something.
Tell the mom get her mind right. She just need the right love and support around it. So tell Krishan, mind is straight. In my opinion, if it was my baby mama, I'll get my baby.
The internet's worried about the little baby, Krishan
So,
Jr.
like-
I mean, you said that. I don't.
So like everybody's saying, okay, save Junior, by the way. Yeah, hashtag save Junior, because I hope that baby is really okay. But if she I'd be hoping that she gets better. I used to have high hopes from this girl. And then she comes on TV and say things like this.
And it's cool, bro. And you know why he shut it up? You know why he don't got nothing to say? Cause I heard some of the homies, the Bloods, beat his ass. I'm trying to get that recording of his ass getting beaten because I don't know if it's true or not. But let's talk about the truth. Yeah, what's up, Bino? Ain't you out on bail for robbery with your brother? The car's registered in your name, and you got everybody standing out the way.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
So you can at least beat the case. But it kind of looked like you got a snitch on your blood brother. Because he on his third strike. Bino's on his third strike, y'all. And if he can't beat this case with the justice system, robbing them niggas.
Right, whoa.
Because he did it. Robbing them niggas with, yeah. He over there sitting his live up trying to like.
Listen, I've been mad at men before, but I ain't never just called the police and just, I ain't never just got on the internet and it told that kind of business. Like that right there that can jeopardize their entire freedom, which is right now we need every vote we can count. So we don't need you jeopardizing people's freedoms right now, okay? They already tried to lock us up, girl. Bino on the third string and Rob, girl. If this is real, Bino, Dino, I need man. Y'all need to get it together because this is not a good parent for Junior. Um, Junior needs a parent right now. He doesn't need two squirreling teenagers who don't know how to get it together because two big old children walking around and just you know what I mean? You know what I mean? No. After we get out of that with freaking Krishan, girl, we got some mess going on. Girl, listen. And so there was a game. There was a game. There was a game. There was a game. And both people had went to these games. You know, Megan had went to a game with her stylist Kellen, and then all of a sudden, Glorilla is posted up with EJ, stylist EJ, who used to, hang out with Megan to after the whole case thing. And Kelly got shady. He said she has her own Kellen now. And Kellen responded on Twitter and said, "You ain't no Kellen. You ain't no Kellen felon." I said that. You ain't no Kellen felon. And I honestly find it messy though, because maybe Megan asked him to say that, allegedly. I'm just saying. Just saying. And it's weird because they use gay men as accessories, but yet, right when they hate us, it's you this, you trans this, you faggot this, you just be laying it on us. And then one that says arm candy though. One is that best friend image that you need on your television. That's why I feel like Saucy got used. Because they need that gay friend. That gay friend to put them up a little bit. That make that image go, ooh, just a little bit. Everybody gotta have their good Judy. Talking about they need a good Judy. Ciao. What y'all think? Because Lord Jesus. And then after that, Glorilla seemingly likes a post that was shading Megan, talking about tweeting Megan is bitter because she outsold her album. And child, look at this. And I guess Glorilla got 69,000 while Megan was 64,000 in 2024. Oh, snap. Well, Glorilla had a good year, so I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she really had a real good year. Everybody was playing, "Oh, get him." We can't sing the song so we hear, but y'all know she came with FREE. Everybody was getting into it. It was like everybody was loving it. And honestly, she would deserve that. And Megan's hating because of that. Megan needs to get back in the studio. Like I said, y'all need to stop crybabying. And y'all wonder why there's nobody in the top 40. Oh my lord, what other tea do we got before we get away? Oh my god, speaking of Megan, her and her man. My man. Yes. Oh my god, here they go. Just food. Why she's shoving it so hard into his mouth? Oh my god. Why is she shoving it in his mouth like that? That's not cute. That was not cute. That was cute, but that was not cute. That was damn. Can we run that back? Can we see that again? Oh, Lord Jesus. What time is it? 8:30. We're about to move into the real news segment soon. But damn, why is she shoving it in his mouth like that? Oh Lord Jesus. Why is she shoving it in his mouth like that? Mm-mm. And apparently they got a house together, y'all. Hold on. We gonna swipe to that. They getting a house together. They getting look at the keys, look at the hands. Okay. They're getting serious. But you're doing all this, but I don't see no wedding ring. My man. Is she pregnant? Let me find out. Allegedly. Why he moving in so quick? Why is all this happening so fast? Slow down. Love on each other a little bit more. Y'all got time. What else we got to talk about? You see, we got a list of stuff here. Other stuff is for later. Let's get into Little Chris. And we gotta talk about Little Chris because he was the most unrepresented of back then. You couldn't go in the 99s and the early 2000s without hearing Little Chris on the track. Come on now. Y'all couldn't tell me back then you couldn't go back and couldn't hear a little but not you just like that. Hell yeah. Everybody rapping. I got some different area codes. Y'all. Okay, and Fergie was there. Okay, she looked like she doing her thing, working her big one. Okay, Fergalicious. At least she ain't doing all that. Okay, Fergie. Okay, Luda. Congratulations celebrating that. Oh my God, wait. How many years? Y'all realize that's been the whole entire time my entire living? I'm only 25. This man has been doing this thing since I was a baby. Since I was born. Oh, Ludacris. But he's been doing more movies and stuff lately. Have y'all noticed that? But I'm happy to see him actually performing. Like, this man's actually performing, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud. Okay. 25 years in the game and still can go. I heard him recently do something, and it was pretty good. Other news. Oh, baby. Keith Sweat can't sing a note for shit. Was over and showing everybody his thing was still working. Look at him grind. Get it, Kate. Kate. Get. Look at that man. He couldn't even do it that long. He got back up. When them knees popping, it said, nigga, you better get up. You better get up. Them knees was cracking. Them knees said, pop. He said, gotta get up. You gotta get up in the morning. Somebody read these boys leaving comments. Somebody, baby. Look at him do that shit. Wait, can we go back again? Look at him with these knees. Goddamn. 1, 2, get up. The knees hurt. You can't do that at all. Come on now. Now, if they had to pick him up off the stage, it'd have been funny. But I'm happy he got back up. I'm happy to see that, Key. And he got singing lessons now. He sound better. He on tune. I'm like, hello, you. Make me really horny. No. It's just Key Sweat. I'm happy he can get up off the ground, nigga. Get up off the ground. Oh, y'all heard this right here. So y'all see Kim Kardashian got her baby out here with these fake tattoos on her face. Is he fake? Davis Kim Kardashian gets over here taking people Northwest parenting skills when it comes to raising a daughter. Last week, Northwest went viral after posting her supporting fake tattoos, piercings, and a grill while at a concert. Kim. I understand letting her do her expressive freedom, but the way you got this girl, let this girl be dressing and she shouldn't be dressing the way she should be dressing at her age, and she's only what, 13? Like, oh Lord Jesus. And you got this girl up here like really dressed like this. Like, I was trying to see if I could pull it up on my other screen for y'all, but no, she really got her dressed like that. What? Yeah, no, this is not okay. No, this is not okay. Kim, get your daughter. You no, actually, the problem is Kim's mom didn't even teach her how to dress right. Y'all seen how Kim used to dress like a little skimpy little. Now you allowing your daughter to do the same thing. Don't let Kim fall into the same crap. She don't need to. She don't need to, because she don't need to be out here doing tapes like you two with Ray J. She don't need to be doing none of that. She don't need to be doing none of that. No, none of that. Heck no. No. Got her out here with these tattoos and things. Tattoos and things. And then I didn't even know about this. Safari had made a comment about the whole thing when Nicki Minaj had said what she said about Keisha copying her and whatever. She says hating on Gucci Keisha crazy as hell. But when people toxic and reckless on the net and they praised, I don't get this generation. Safari, go sit your down somewhere. Because first of all, no. Saying too much. Goodbye. Get out my face. No one wants to hear that. And then Ray J out here also freaking. Y'all see this video with Ray J? Look at him. Look at Ray J. He getting old too. My guy, y'all getting older. It's so funny because I remember when I was younger and we used to see them all the time. And you just I have one wish. I have one wish now. He put that shirt back on. That's what I wish. I wish he put that shirt right back on, please. Cause no one wants to see all y'all. I had one wish. I wish I'd never seen that. I had one wish. I had one wish. So was that it? That was it for the tea on this side. Was that the it for the tea on this side? Yes. Oh, wait. So I remember the girl who was going off about her hair on TikTok. Her hair was cut. But you about to see it right now. I'm about to see it right here. Apparently, her and the girl had never even talked. So apparently they never talked. She's going to refund her money. She's going to explain it all right here. So I want y'all to take a listen to what she had to say.
Hi, social media. So I am the stylist who administered that haircut on that young lady. I want to keep things short and simple because I would love to go back to continuing to enjoy my Saturday evening. This young lady booked an appointment with me yesterday over the phone an hour prior to me leaving from my shift. I told her that I would accommodate her given that it was her birthday. She told me that it was a 15-minute bus ride. She came through. She came flat ironed already, so she really only needed a haircut. A haircut with me is $40, but because she found an online coupon for $20, she paid $20. She tipped $8 during the service and the consultation. She was facing the mirror the entire time. At the end of the service, she repeatedly told me that she loved her hair over and over and over again. As far as people asking why her hair is blunt Because when I asked her if she wanted layers, she told me that she didn't want layers. When it came to the face frame, she told me a little bit of face frame.
I literally just kind of...
Hi, social media. Face frame. So I gave her a little bit of face frame. We were talking the entire time. We were chatting about her birthday, her plans, blah, blah, blah. Like, I thought that everything was copacetic, everything was cool. So imagine my surprise when I get onto Instagram and I see that Neighborhood Talk has posted her crashing out. I go on her TikTok and see that she has posted 10 videos of her crashing out. This woman has not reached out to me to this very second. She has not reached out to me. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Be careful. It was my kid. Sorry.
So apparently, so y'all didn't even talk yet? She never messaged you? She never talked to you about it? Are you sure? So she just went on a tirade on TikTok and she never even called? Girl, continue.
It was water. Okay. I know that's right. So, me too, girl. Have a good night. So imagine my surprise when I see her online crashing out. To this very second, she has not reached out to me to let me know that she was dissatisfied. That's just my POV. The beginning and the end. She left telling me that she loved her hair and she crashed out online later.
So that's she's not. She crashed out later. Lord,
just say this is the PSA to everybody. Girl, if you would have told me you liked your hair, I would not have.
Why does it sound like they dropping every fucking dish in the background? I'm sorry to cuss, but why does it sound like they dropping every dish in the background? Don't y'all hear that? It just sounds like things are just crashing and crumbling and just. She there when it's closing time?
Pay for it. In the very least, I would not have allowed you to pay for it. I especially would have tried to figure out how we can fix it and fix all the issues. You didn't let me know that you had an issue. Just be open and honest. Y'all, just be open and honest. Just say what things is. Did he break it again? Sorry, and I'm just.
And your kid is the one breaking it? Oh my Lord Jesus, child. And her kid the one in the background breaking shit. Girl, you too busy trying to make a video of your kid back there breaking stuff like this. So the crashing and breaking that I'm hearing is your son and your children. It's your children. Your children. Lord Jesus. It's your children. Jesus, child.
Leave it at this before my phone dies. Is a professional satisfaction and my client leaving confident is honestly my top priority. Had you have been open and honest with me, girl, we could have worked on it. Like I said, in the very least, I would not have allowed you to pay for that.
And I give her that. I give her that. You do have to be open and frank with these people. I understand it's kind of scary. Even when I get my nails done, I'm like, listen, that's a no, that's an out, that's a hurt. Don't be turning my hand like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please do it like this. Don't do that. I'm not interested in that. I don't want designs like that. I don't want no old school stuff. I don't want too many gems on it. I don't want too many designs. I just want a plain and simple this. Sometimes you have to voice your opinion. What's the thing? The closed mouths don't get fed. You got to speak up your opinion. But also, you as a hairstylist also need to prompt more questions. You need to prompt more questions. You need to go ahead and also keep making sure that are you sure this is what you want? I was going to do this right here and communicate. The problem is communication. The thing is we need to start communicating with each other a little bit more than what we used to. I see after the pandemic that communication has gone down tremendously. The way we communicate with each other goes down tremendously. And it's not okay. It's not cute. It's not sexy. We have to be able to talk to each other and communicate with each other because in this day and time, we need unity. And in order to get there, we need to communicate. And if we ain't communicating, then what we doing? You got to communicate. And you as a hairstylist is also your fault too. I'm not going to just blame that other girl for not just speaking up and saying, okay, she's shy and she this. Honey, today is not the age to be shy. I'm gonna be quite and frank with you. I love everybody, and I love it, and I understand everybody's social anxiety is everybody has this, everybody has that. I understand that. But what I'm coming from in my sense of making a point with you, it's the fact that today and age is not the time to be like that. You're going to have to voice your opinion to get the things that you need. Us sitting back and being quiet, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Speak up. How do you feel? What makes you angry? What's the one thing you want in your life? What's the one thing you're after and you're chasing? Go get it. And don't sit back here all scared and mumbling and not saying anything to not get what you need. Closed mouths don't get you fed. And quite frankly, like I said, communication is going to be the only thing that solves all these issues with hairstylists and nail stylists and clothing artists and your people. Communicate. Be able to have a comfortable communication with each other. Don't be scared. It's the same thing with your doctors. Don't be scared to speak up and say, how did you get that out? I don't believe in that. Can you please tell me more? Can you explain to me how you got to that solution? I don't understand. We have to not be afraid to ask questions because we're going to need to ask more and more questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. Never be afraid to ask for help. This is things we learned in school, and I understand that it seemed like it was a little nothing, but it was a little something. It was a big something. Speak up for yourselves. Don't let the world run over you. You're supposed to be walking on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. But seriously, speak up for yourselves. It's okay. Don't sit back and be quiet. Be you, stand up, stand loud, stand proud, and continue to walk, babes. Walk. Don't be sitting out here quiet. All right, y'all, it's 8:54. So we about to start transitioning into our serious news segment. This is where we get to talk about world news. So if you rocking with us, you rocking with us. Let's keep this show on the road and let's introduce you to a new segment. I got something new for y'all. I got a bang. I got a boom. I got a run the clip. Okay, let's roll into it. So we get into the little serious side of things. Okay. So out there we got the little Hermicama. Okay, we got Hermicama, but JD Vance, before we get into the other stuff, but JD Vance, oh my God, he was over there at the Turning Point thing they had earlier today, and this man was just getting my last nerves. I want you to hear what he said about immigration before I go in on him. I want you to hear what he said about immigration.
If you ask the question, what is the exact right number of immigrants for the United States to let in, it is just very specific on the context. If you go back to the 1920s, the United States passed an Immigration Reform Act that effectively cut down immigration to close to zero for 40 years in this
Here's Why Kevin
country. And what happened over those 40 years? The many people who had come from many different foreign countries and different foreign cultures, they assimilated into American culture. And there was an expectation that they would assimilate into American.
Here we go with the assimilation thing. See, listen, I don't know about assimilating. The word assimilate, they can come here and bring their culture in the land of the free and the home of the brave. We should be able to all celebrate each other's culture. So what do you mean by assimilating? For what? This culture is not the best. As you see, we in a 29-day government shutdown. Sir,
American culture. I think we have two problems in our immigration system today. And my guess is you're probably a slightly more leftist political persuasion, liberal political persuasion, maybe not. But here's the thing. I remember
I hate when people do that because even you're more of a leftist or and actually, no, I'm not either. What I am is for the people. What I am is for standing here and making sure people are informed and have a voice to speak up, as I was just talking about in the last segment. Speaking up, having your power, taking your power back. Girl, I'm in a season of taking my power back, and you better take your power back. Don't let this government make you feel like you can't do nothing. You just have to sit back and just take it. Because actually, no, that's not entitled according to the Constitution and how we was wrote. The power is in the people.
Back in my establishment GOP days, when I was still very early getting involved in Republican politics, I remember a conservative think tank person who told me that one of the reasons why immigration was really good is that if you had enough diversity in a country, people would mistrust each other and they wouldn't join labor unions. Okay?
What are we talking about? Labor? Okay. Even the background, they laughed a little bit. They were like, what is he talking about? What are you VD Vance, I'm gonna need you to get it together. So what's happening is he was prompted a question and he was asked, what's his thought and how much is too much? I just want you to continue hearing what this man really got to say about this, because it's absolutely it's ridiculous. Because who told you that this was prompted for you to say?
So when I see a lot of left-wing people who theoretically support organized labor saying we need to flood the country with a limitless number of immigrants, they're unwilling to set any limitations on it. My response to that is you are destroying the very social trust on which American freedom and prosperity was built.
Well, American freedom and prosperity was also built from us running from the United Kingdom. But if we're going to pretend like that never happened, I guess we're going to pretend like that never happened. But that's absolutely the case. I don't understand. So immigrants, if that's the case, we're all immigrants. God. Yes, people are seeking refuge. You see the things that are going on in other countries, and which we're going to get into later in this segment, because there's a lot of things going on in other countries. Even Mali's running out of oil. They're having a scarcity. They shut school down in Mali until November 9th, I believe. November 10th is when they finally go back to school. Off of an oil scarcity. And what happens over there?
If you ask the question, what is the exact right?
See, JD Vance, VD Vance, I don't know what the hell. He has more to say.
Here's the thing. The one regret, the only regret that I really have in my entire life, and I've made plenty of mistakes, but the one regret that I have is that, frankly, I wish we had started having kids sooner. Because when you're a young father, you realize what an incredible blessing they are, but they're also very exhausting. And I know here at Ole Miss, we like to party a lot. And I know at Ole Miss,
you have to party a lot. Okay. You like to have kids, but to get on your nerves. I'm confused on what you're talking about, JD man. He's speaking as Vance told the young college students to go have babies since they have the energy to care for the family instead of going to parties. Is that what he's basically saying? How are you vice president and your English is...
There's a broader question there, and I think most Americans, whatever their political persuasion, would actually like the country's political parties to work together better.
He was prompted to ask, like, how would you know the parties, party unison? Because right now both parties are split. They have tried 13 times to vote to get the government back open, and it's not opening. I blame both parties for this. because it's not just one side. So here's what he's saying. We're going to continue what I'm saying.
To solve the problems. And look, and I agree with that. And my approach when I was in the United States Senate was to try to find some issues where we could agree with the other side on and try to work with them on it. And like, let me give you one example. I really worry about concentration in the corporate sector. I worry about big corporate monopolies. I worry that when you have only one or two companies dominating an entire sector, it's bad for liberty and it's bad for prosperity. So you may be shocked to hear this, but I actually worked with Elizabeth Warren on some anti-monopoly stuff when I was in the United States Senate. But here's the problem. The problem is there is actually a lot of things where we could work across the aisle. There are a lot of President Trump is in my view, you haven't seen organized labor ever get behind a Republican at least in 100 years like they have behind Donald J. Trump. There are a lot of areas of common ground on that question.
So what happens if you're not liking labor? Girl, he keeps saying, and he turn around and he flip-flop and say something else. And then, boy...
The problem is, as reasonable as some of these people can be in private, in public, the current obsession of the Democratic Party in leadership, I'm not saying every Democrat in the country, but the current obsession of every Democrat in Congress is get President Trump, fight President Trump, attack President Trump. It is impossible for us to work across the aisle unless a person is willing to put down their partisan sword, shut the hell up about fake scandals related to Donald Trump, and actually work.
So did my vice president, who's supposed to be keeping professionality, supposed to be saying shut the hell up? You know, so you know what we're going to tell you? We're going to tell you shut the hell up. V.D. Vance, listen. Because you sit up here and you speak like you are you got it all together. You got everything together. You got everything just in together, and you feel like it's all the Democrats' fault. I've been hearing Republicans just scream out, "It's Democrats' fault. It's Democrats' fault. It's Democrat." I'm gonna show you a video in a minute with John Thune. John Thune, girl, he same thing. It's the Democrats' fault. It's the Democrats. Yeah, it's both of y'all faults. Y'all are both the problem. Y'all are majorly the problem. Y'all need Jesus. What is wrong with y'all? Listen, y'all both need to get it together, because honestly, this government's been closed. People are not getting paid. There's people not getting their food stamps. Again, there's a lot of things that's on the table. And then he was like, but they're calling out Donald Trump scandals. Because Donald Trump is the problem. You mentioned later on that you don't like felons, and we don't need felons in the government. But then yet again, we have a felon as president. Do we not? V.D. Vance, I need you to understand that you just can't dance. And I need you to step out of politics, because this is not your game. This is not your thing. This is not your coat habit. This is not you. I need you to go back to dive bars and gay bars and leave politics alone. And I said that with my chest. He even talking about monopolizing the government and everything too. Look, Chris is
Good. I have a question. Do you condone large private corporations such as Palantir hoarding data caches on U.S. citizens?
No, I don't condone it. And here's the thing. So I get asked about Palantir a lot because there's this internet meme out there that somehow I am super in bed with Palantir.
Good.
Because oh my Lord, just okay. We gonna leave it alone because I ain't got my documents here for that one. He gonna try to get my video taken down if I say what I say next. But here goes John Thune. He wants to go off of Democrats too. Oh my Lord. Mm-hmm.
Let me just point out, if I might, that we are 29 days into a Democrat shutdown. And the senator from New Mexico was absolutely right. SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. You voted no 13 times. This isn't a political game. These are real people's lives that we're talking about. And you all have just figured out 29 days in that, there might be some consequences. There are people who run out of money. Yeah, we're 29 days in. And they've done their best to make sure that a lot of these programs are funded. But at some point, the government runs out of money. 13 times people over here voted to fund SNAP. 13 times they voted to fund WIC. My aching back.
But the one thing I didn't decide to vote on was medical. And that's the whole point. You guys are trying to cut back everything, so therefore you guys can give, so Trump can give his, friends a big billionaire tax break, And he's been trying to get that to happen. And in order for that to happen, you need the money to come from somewhere. And when the money has to come from somewhere, what does he do? You cut this, you cut that, you cut this, you try to cut workers back, so therefore he can have more money over here. The thing is, he's cutting things that are life-saving and important to the government, and yet you want to cut it. And yes, we're going to vote no on certain things because y'all, as terrible exes that y'all play, are never going to bring it up again. We're going to bring it up again. We can talk about it down the line. We can talk about it all over again down the line. We can talk about it later down the line. No, you guys are not going to bring it up later down the line. You're never going to bring it up again. Ever. Like I said, they're like terrible exes. They're never going to bring it up again. They want you to just forget about it and act like it never happened. They want you to act like it never freaking happened. And it makes me upset because y'all know y'all are not going to bring it back up again. And Democrats are just sitting up here and y'all are just going to let this man talk like this. Y'all letting us at the finger point. We're just finger pointing at this moment. But nobody is getting to work and doing it. Nobody gets to go home. That's what needs to happen. Y'all are still getting paid, while there's millions of people out here who are not getting paid. Out of the Lord for my situation, but people are out here not getting paid, and yet y'all are like playing in people's faces, and y'all are politicking. And instead of politicking, politicking is what you're supposed to be doing, but y'all need to actually come together and look at the human side of things and actually get to work and grinding and actually doing the work for the people instead of sitting back and just allowing us to be treated the way that we're being treated. You know what I mean? That's why closed mouths don't get fed, babes. We got to speak up as a people because we have the power and it's always been in us. And that's the problem. That's why he keeps trying to do things to not give us any more power. If the government shut down, if it lasts long enough, we lose power. All the power goes to federal. He knows what he's trying to do. We as the people need to take back that power again. You know what I mean? And Toon, my back is aching.
Finally
my head is
realize
aching.
This thing has consequences. Well, you know what? What Democrats are doing here, they're making plans to keep the shutdown going. And they realize all of a sudden, 29 days.
And here's the thing, y'all have the power in the House and the Senate. So so what do you mean? The power is in you guys. The thing is, y'all are not willing to negotiate, and y'all haven't even barely came back to work except for this week. Because Harry Potter has had y'all gone for about a long time. He called y'all out when this happened. He didn't want y'all to come back because y'all voted no on it initially. And yes, they're going to keep voting no on it, like I said, because we are talking about people's lives. You guys are trying to write out SNAP. You guys are trying to write out all that stuff. You guys are trying to write out so you can get your billionaire tax cuts. But none of y'all are actually putting that money. Do y'all know they just announced Apple to been one of the other companies that hit $1 trillion, but yeah, we got $1 trillion debt. So y'all haven't donated at least $1 trillion to bring our debt down. So therefore we can actually have more funding in other places. Help your country, build your country back. That's not the American way. I don't think you ain't really acting like it's the American way right now. It's acting like it's my way. Like it's your way or the highway. That's what you're acting like. I don't understand this rhetoric of them trying just to point fingers on both sides right now. And the thing is, the pointing the fingers on this one is actually the pointed finger. Republicans do have the power, and they are not trying to negotiate. But again, it's we the people of the United States.
In, that this is a real consequence, real life pain for American families. Something that results from their shutdown. So are they making plans to end the shutdown and reopen the government? Nope. Let me just point out.
So again, like I said, this sounds like a stick up. Again, this has been a stick up this whole entire time. It's either your way and we'll talk about it later. Excuse me? It's your way and we talk about it later? We talk about it later? Are you serious? Boy, sing a tune, Thune. Get the hell off my page. Anyways, Hurricane Melissa. It's been looking crazy. I've been trying to find as many videos. I think the videos, right? No, this is AI one. Hold on. I've been trying to find real videos, but Hurricane Melissa it hit Jamaica, it hit other places, People been actually talking about it.
And people, you see, when I make dirty Melissa wash away, but I want to know if you stick opinion on that and really listen to this. Don't sell no land, yeah? You see, when I stand your pass, don't sell no land. Because I really feel like, say, them are going to try to send in foreign aid, if say them are going to help with. Like how it landfall down at St. Elizabeth, which is the bread basket of Jamaica, where a whole heap of food plant. Farmers, me I beg you know, any food we're not going to plant from now.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to take their land too, because why does every time something happens like this, Lahaina, when the fire broke out in Lahaina, y'all remember that? Lahaina, y'all remember that? Out in Hawaii, y'all remember that fire broke out? I remember when I broke that story and I was talking about it. Because they was trying to sell their land. They was trying to buy those people land a long time ago and talking about giving them foreign aid and all this other things. They better not. They better not. And they better not. And I pray for the people in Jamaica right now because that storm hit it at category 5. It didn't hit Cuba at category 2. It's right now, it was supposed to break it off and going back into the Atlantic Ocean, not aimed at anywhere else. Hopefully it goes away. I hope it doesn't turn back around and become bigger again. And we see it again. Prayers go out to those people out there. Prayers go out to those people out there. And yeah, so like it's like every time that we find ourselves with these natural disasters. I understand the government be trying to buy out these areas. From what I'm seeing on documents, that they be trying to buy out these areas and everything, and then like you can't get them, and then they try to kick you out of it. It's so weird. Gentrification happens. They're trying to push people out of areas. Trying to see if we have any more tea, but I think that was in for the tea. But other than that, we have other news that's going on too. Let me get my paperwork together for y'all. My bad. Trying to make sure everything was ordered and filed and knocked over stuff. So we have Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. 64 deceased after a large police raid on gangs. Sorry about that, y'all. Rio de Janeiro and Janeiro's northern suburbs, about 2,500 officers. About 4 of the 64 deceased were officers. And dang, there's a lot of gang raids going on, y'all, over in Rio de Janeiro. Then also the U.S. Embassy urges Americans to leave Mali after things escalate after the blockade with the jihadists attack the trucks carrying gasoline coming from the West. And let's see it. The jihadist attacks were increased over the last year since 2019. There was about 1,900 attacks in 2024. There was more than 5,000 attacks in 2025 as of October 10th, 2025. 3,800 attacks have been made. I didn't realize my camera went up on y'all. Another breaking news, we have Colorado, Peterson Space Base. They are trying to sue Trump for moving it from Colorado Springs to Huntsville, Alabama. The attorney general over there says that it was probably because the mail-in ballots that they've been using to keep the blue state blue. It had to do with a lot of him losing back then. Colorado swung to a blue state back in the early 21st century, exercising their voting rights. All right. VP Vance. Oh, we just started talking about VD Vance. We can skip him. We can skip VD Vance. I think that was it. Was the Colorado Spring VD Vance. We went in on the jihadists in the U.S. Embassy. Rio de Janeiro is having their problems. I think we had a lot to talk about today. I think this has been a steady show. Okay. I think we cleared the ballot, y'all. What do y'all think in the comment section? Y'all got anything to say? What are y'all thinking? What do y'all are feeling? What do you think about all the tea that was dropped? Let me know down below, babies. Also, give this video a like, push your girl through the algorithm, so therefore we can get more things. We can build a family over here, and we can build a community and get things, keep the going every single time, baby. So we're gonna end up with a good laugh before we go. Can we talk about these hydro boots? Listen. If y'all just don't want to walk, y'all don't want to walk. We can't be out here being lazy because we all gonna end up anyway. It's gonna mess up our health in the long run. We can't be relying on air gravity. I understand we don't want to walk to the stove. Sometimes it'd be hot, it'd be 100 degrees outside, babes. I understand that, but we can't be out here just being lazy like this. Nah. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on a Wednesday night. I hope you guys really enjoy the show. Tell your friends, tell your family about me. Y'all can share, we can watch. The show will also always be broken up in segments. So therefore, you guys who came in the beginning, you've seen the tea time. You guys came in the end, you get to see the serious news. And we talk about the deep stuff that's also going in the world. We also get to end the show with a good old laugh. And again, I want y'all to put your arms up in the air, bring them down here. And remind yourself, you made it, baby. We halfway through the week, and I will see you guys on Friday. We'll be doing a Friday night show, actually. So I will guys see you guys tomorrow, Friday night, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay safe out here in these streets and keep doing your research and stay informed, babes. Stay informed. This is the Candid Truth. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, share, and I'll be back with more videos. Thank you.